Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here and welcome to my guide to the Arcadian Cruiserweight Division's second match against Sugar Riot. Normal modes are pretty simple, but this guide will quickly break it down for you just in case you're nervous for your first run or want to clarify whatever you just did. Let's get started. Sugar Riot will paint tons of obstacles and murals to assault you with a series of attacks. Her first attack is Moose Mural, a simple raid wide on the team. Color Riot is used later on, which just hits each tank with their own AoE tank buster. Shortly after, she will use Single Style 5 times in a row. Each time she uses this, she paints a small object, which determines the type of attack that will follow. The bomb painting will drop 3 large AoEs at the site of each tether, hitting a little more than half of the room. Her second style is a bomb with wings on the side. This will spawn a bomb at the target locations, but it immediately hops to the other side of the room. You'll want to stand on the bomb locations for the winged bomb painting. The third painting will be an arrow. This fires line AoEs from 2 different sides of the room that the arrows spawn on. Just find an intersecting section that doesn't have any arrows aiming at it from either side and wait. The fourth painting will be a bullseye, while the fifth painting will be another arrow. The arrows will always aim directly for the bullseye. Standing on the sides of the room where there are no arrows coming from, and be sure to not be in the path of the arrows, is a surefire way to avoid it. This is followed up with Pudding Party, a multi-hit stack marker. You know the drill: stack, mitt, and heal. Right after this is a Color Riot on the tanks. Now for Sugar Riot's main gimmick, Sugarscape. The boss will begin painting on the giant mural on the north side of the room, painting a landscape that she will gradually add paint over to add new effects to the arena itself. The first Sugarscape is a painting of a desert. At first this won't really do anything, but she'll add a sun to it that deals damage over time to the raid every few seconds. She'll then add several cacti, causing them to sprout from the ground and explode in large AoEs. You just have to keep moving away from the cacti as they expand to their largest size. Finally, she paints a pit of quicksand. The first one will be in the center of the room, while the second one will cover one of the 4 sides. If you're caught in the quicksand, it will quickly suck you down, instantly killing you after a couple of seconds. Be sure to get out ASAP and dodge a handful of cactus AoEs as you avoid the second quicksand. After a quick spread AoE, you'll be done with Sugarscape number 1. After another Color Riot, Sugar will begin using Double Style. This performs 2 of her single style attacks just at the same time. This is usually like a set of bombs and arrows at the same time, or a combination of normal and winged bombs, or even just a bullseye plus an arrow immediately. It's all the same AoEs, so just look for the safe spots from any and all of the obstacles. After a couple of these will be another Pudding Party before the next Sugarscape. Sugarscape number 2 is a river valley. There are 3 banks, each connected by a bridge, and the river bank running through the arena. The riverbank provides fire resistance up and lightning resistance down if you stand in it. For her Taste of Thunder attack, just don't be in the water at all. For Taste of Fire, each of the healers will be targeted with a split damage fire AoE. All the players want to stand in one of these 2 split damage AoEs while also standing in the water. Depending on how your tank is holding the boss, you might have to have one healer standing right on top of the boss while the other stands somewhere away, or if your tank keeps the boss close to the middle of the room, both healers can just kind of stand to the left and right of each other and everyone else just fills in. Just try to get as close to 4-4 on the split as possible. After doing Taste of Fire and Thunder, as well as another Moose Mural, Sugar will layer on a Raging Storm. This causes the riverbank to flood, dealing dropsy to anyone who steps through it for the remainder of the phase. It doesn't do that much damage over time, but you definitely don't just want to take extra damage for no reason. Lightning AoEs will also begin crashing down in various locations, so just avoid them without stepping into the water. Not too long after, she will layer over a massive Tempest Storm. This large cloud will blast one of the 3 riverbanks with a massive AoE, before moving over to an adjacent one and doing it again, for a total of 3 hits. The Tempest piece can move back to its starting location for the 3rd hit, so don't get complacent just moving into the first big hit thinking, oh, I'm just going to stand here for the rest of the phase. That is not guaranteed to work. Keep dodging this and the remaining lightning AoEs until the phase ends. And with that, you've seen the whole fight. Sugar will do more of everything she's done up to this point, you know, tank busters, raid wide, split damage AoEs, and double styles before repeating Sugarscape number 2. Just keep hitting her until her cookie crumbles. That's going to be a wrap for my guide to the second fight in Arcadian's Cruiserweight division. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned. I will be doing videos on the Savage, including predictions on the mechanics based on normal mode, actual guides to the fight itself, and overviews on everything for those of you who are interested. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Take care.